All right, Doug, are we ready to go?
You're on the record, Your Honor.
Right. All right. Good evening, everyone. My name is Chuck McLean. I'm the Chief Public Utility Law Judge at the Maryland Public Service Commission. It is August 11th, 2020. It's approximately 7:03 p.m. And just at the onset, if I could get everyone to mute themselves, if you're not speaking, that'd be good for everyone's viewing, and it would cut down on the background noise. We're conducting a hearing tonight in case number 9643, which is captioned in the matter of the application of Point Reyes Energy Partners, LLC, for a certificate of public convenience and necessity to construct a 19.84 megawatt solar photovoltaic generating facility in Allegheny County, Maryland. Due to the ongoing COVID-19 pandemic, we're conducting this evening's hearing via WebEx, and we're also live streaming tonight's hearing on our YouTube channel. The applicant has proposed to construct the project, which also includes an optional 6.4 megawatt energy storage component on a 113-acre portion of a larger 238-acre parcel, which is owned by the Allegheny Coal and Land Company, and which was previously permitted for a surface coal mine. The purpose of this evening's hearing is to allow any member of the public an opportunity to comment on the project. However, as I advised the parties earlier today, no individuals contacted the Public Utility Law Judge Division indicating that they wanted to speak at tonight's hearing. However, another public hearing is currently scheduled to be held on December 14th, 2020. Additionally, I'd like to remind anyone who's watching at home that written comments can also be submitted electronically through the Commission's website or by first-class mail. Just please reference case number 9643. Before I turn it over to Mr. Bugelmans for a presentation on the project, I'd like to introduce the parties that are here. For PPRP, we have Mr. Steve Tolson. He's an attorney with the Maryland Department, he's an attorney representing the Maryland Department of Natural Resources, and he is responsible for overseeing the coordination of the review and analysis of 7 different state agencies for these types of projects. On behalf of Commission staff, we have Ken Albert, who's an attorney. Staff reviews the project's potential impact on the stability and reliability on the distribution grid. On behalf of the Office of People's Counsel, we have Mr. Patrick O'Laughlin. OPC is an independent state agency that represents all Maryland residential ratepayers' interests. And finally, we have Mr. David Bugelmans. He's counsel to the applicant. And I will, with that, I'll turn it over to him and he can introduce his team.
Thank you, Your Honor. Hi, everyone. My name is David Bugelmans. I'm with the law firm Gordon Feinblatt. I represent the project and the application for a CPCN from the Maryland Public Service Commission. Thank you very much for tuning into this hearing on YouTube. I have with me virtually Neil Watlington from Point Reyes Energy Partners, the developer of the project, as well as Dane Bauer and Melissa Hall from H&B Solutions, the environmental consultants for this project. Neil is going to begin our presentation with an overview of the company and the project, and then Dane will end the presentation by discussing the environmental considerations of this proposed site. Our application is available for review on the Public Service Commission's website under the docket for case number 9643. Once you get to the docket, it'll be the first item in the list of documents available, and there you'll be able to review the applicant's petition and environmental report, which will cover some of the topics we'll discuss tonight, but in much more detail. Again, thank you very much for tuning in. And with that, I'll pass the microphone to Neil.
Thank you very much, David. Again, my name is Neil Watlington. I'm a development advisor with Point Reyes Energy Partners. The Jade Meadow Solar Project is a proposed 19.84 megawatt solar photovoltaic energy project with an optional 6.4 megawatts of energy storage capacity in Allegheny County, Maryland. We'll call it the project, or Jade Meadow. The project is a wholly owned subsidiary of Point Reyes Energy Partners. Point Reyes Energy Partners is a certified woman-only owned business. It's not only, I'm the only guy. Woman-owned business founded in 2016 by 3 former power industry executives, and it's based in Washington, D.C. The current team includes 5 professionals. Each of us has approximately 30 years of expertise in the development, permitting, financing, construction, and operation of electric generating facilities of various technologies, which include solar and energy storage. Point Reyes Energy Partners has a mission to accelerate the adoption of renewable energy in a way that touches lightly on the land and rejuvenates local communities by contributing to long-term economic development through job creation, low-cost, reliable energy, and property tax contributions. The underlying project development philosophy is to minimize the impact of the project through conscious site selection, engineering design, and maximizing the use of existing infrastructure. The project has signed an option to lease up to 170 acres of the Allegheny Coal and Land Company and has completed both an interconnection feasibility study report and a system impact study report with the PJM Regional Transmission Organization, which contemplates the 19.84 megawatt interconnection to the Potomac Edison system via line tap on the Carlos Junction Lonaconing 34.5 kV line. The applicant's team has extensive experience working together in the power sector and has successfully transacted on more than 11,000 megawatts of capacity that represent approximately $19 billion in investment across the industry as a team and individually. That's all. Thank you.
I'm Dane Bauer, along with my partner, Melissa Hall, who's a managing partner. We represent the client with regards to overseeing the technical team, which I will mention. They're all Maryland companies that have done work on many projects before the Public Service Commission in the past. And in selecting the project, we were asked to look at the site relative to its ability to conform with state and local laws, environmental and otherwise. One of the first things that we did in preparing the environmental review document was to contact the Maryland Department of the Environment to confirm that this in fact was a reclaimed mine site. And we guided the preparation of the basic plan in order to ensure that we stayed within the footprint of that mining permit. We did contact the county because in Allegheny County, if you're doing a project on a reclaimed mine, you don't need a special exception. We just got a response back from them yesterday that confirmed that, but they suggested that when we submit the site plan, that we should be careful to show the mining permit area as well as the current zoning relative to any local municipality, so that they can confirm again that we are in fact within the footprint of a reclaimed mine. From an environmental standpoint, the site had some slopes. It had a few wet areas that we looked at. It has some trees. What we did was, though, in order to avoid and minimize, we did a layout which avoided all slopes that were over 10%. We also had MDE out to the site and walked it with us, and they confirmed that the footprint of the layout, the limits of disturbance, that all the wet areas were outside of that footprint. We're not near any tier 2 streams. We're not within the critical area. We're not crossing any streams or any ditches. Stormwater for the project is likely to be a combination of non-rooftop disconnect credits and level spreaders. Between 5 and 10%, according to MDE code, you need to use level spreaders. We've been asked both by PPRP and the county what kind of support structure there will be for the panels. It'll be a combination of standard posts and some pre-drilled because some of the area has shallow soils before bedrock. We also went before the Department of Natural Resources and asked about rare, threatened, and endangered species. There are none. We got a letter clearing us. There was a bird called Henslow's sparrow, which is in conservation. It's not specific to this property, it's countywide, and we do not have to do any habitat studies. We were just asked to be conscious of that. We went to Maryland Historic Trust. They did not require a phase 1 study. They did require that we do determination of eligibility forms for historic properties. 2 or 3 of them that they were interested in had actually been removed in the past, and the other ones were not within close proximity where they were concerned. So we do now have the comments from the county. We're going to be moving forward with a concept plan, which is the first phase in site plan review by the county. We expect to get that in sometime this month or very early next month. I think there will be an area around the entire perimeter of the project for emergency response vehicles for the fire department. There will be a security fence that's going to be about 6 feet in height. And I think that gives you a good overview of how this project has, for the most part, avoided and minimized any impacts. And we expect it to be in conformance with state and local regulations. Thank you.
Thank you, Dane, and that concludes our presentation, Your Honor.
Thank you very much, gentlemen. I appreciate it. I think that's probably all we have. Does any comments from PPRP, OPC, or staff?
If Sean Seaman's on, I'll ask him, but I don't believe he has any comments to make. Sean? He was having a little problem logging on earlier, Your Honor. So
okay,
he texted me, but we did not have comments. I mean,
okay. All right. Thank you, Mr. Tolson.
Nothing from OPC.
All right. Thank you, sir. Mr. Albert, you got anything for the good of the group?
No, Your Honor.
All right. Thank you. Again, thank you very much. I appreciate everyone's patience and doing these virtual hearings. Hopefully there'll be an end in sight. When we'll see that end, I'm not sure, but I appreciate everyone's patience. I hope everyone is well, and we'll see you next time. Take care. We're off the record, Doug.
we're off the record, Your Honor.
Thank you. Thank you.
Bye, everyone.